All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're breaking down something pretty wild, a literal step-by-step guide to locking down one of the most prestigious awards in academia. This isn't about just hoping you get noticed. No, this is a blueprint for actively engineering that recognition. Let's get into it.
So you have to ask yourself, how do you really get an honorary degree? I mean, the usual advice is something like, oh, just do great work and hope for the best. But what if that's totally the wrong way to think about it? What if you could treat this incredible honor not like a lottery ticket, but like a project with a very clear path to success?
Okay, so on paper, every university has its official rules. At the University of Cincinnati, for example, it's all about making a significant contribution to the state. That's the formal requirement. But this blueprint we're looking at, it reveals the unofficial strategy, the real playbook for checking that box in a way that makes it impossible for them to ignore you.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the overall blueprint. Then we'll dive into two very different paths you can take, what's called the civic fix and the legal shortcut. After that, we'll uncover the ultimate power move, the presidential fast track. And finally, we'll step back and unpack what this whole strategy really tells us about getting recognized today.
Think of this whole thing as a strategic playbook with two very specific plays you can run. Both of them are designed to hit that official goal we just talked about, but they come at it from completely different angles, using totally different skills and networks.
All right, let's jump into the first approach, the civic fix. This path is all about rolling up your sleeves, getting your hands dirty, and solving a real, tangible, high-profile problem using tech and data.
You see, this playbook is all about action. Step one isn't write a paper, it's solve a massive problem for a huge local player, like the airport's Amazon hub. Then, for step two, you bring in your specialized skill, something like incredibly advanced data analysis, to get concrete, measurable results. This isn't theory, it's about making a real impact. And that impact, as you can see in step three, is exactly what gets you on the radar of the heavy hitters who can actually nominate you. And this quote just nails it. This is the whole point of the strategy. You're completely changing your own story. By using your academic brain on a big public problem, you're not just a student anymore or just a researcher. You become a civic hero, someone who is literally invaluable to the community.
Now, for the second path, the legal shortcut. This approach is less about the direct hands-on implementation and way more about shaping the rules of the game itself through policy and legal innovation.
See the pivot here? It's a totally different angle. Instead of building the tech, you create the legal framework that allows the tech to even exist. Suddenly, you're not just an engineer, you're a policy pioneer. This means you have to brand your work as a huge breakthrough in regulatory tech and then use your network, your connections, to get it in front of the law school, which, by the way, has its own set of super prestigious awards. This right here is the secret sauce of the legal shortcut. It's a masterclass in strategic positioning. You take a really complex tech solution and you reframe it as a game-changing legal and policy innovation. It just goes to show you, the story you tell about your work can be just as powerful as the work itself.
So, let's put them side by side. You've got two completely different paths leading to the exact same destination. The civic fix forges the civic hero through direct, tangible results. The legal shortcut, on the other hand, creates the legal innovator through clever reframing and policy work. Two different identities, two different methods, one big goal.
Okay, so you've picked your path, you've made your mark, but in a massive institution like a university, how do you guarantee your work gets seen by the people at the very, very top? Well, this is where the master key comes in, the one move that speeds up the entire process.
500. That's it. That's all you get, just 500 words for the proposal for the President's Award for Excellence. This isn't some long, drawn-out research paper. This is a precision strike. Every single word has to count. It has to land with maximum impact.
Now, this 500-word letter is your chance to make an incredibly powerful statement. You're not just summarizing your work. You are explicitly connecting your project, whether it's at Data Venture or the Airport Fix, directly to the university's core mission. Winning this award, it's a total game changer. It's a signal to everyone that you are an elite contributor, and it puts you squarely on the fast track for that honorary degree.
And this is the mission you have to align with. Next lives here. Your 500-word letter has to make the undeniable case that your project is the next. Your innovation isn't just a cool accomplishment, it's the future. And you're the one making it happen right here, right now.
So when we step back and look at this whole incredibly targeted blueprint, what does it really show us? I mean, this is about more than just one award at one university. It's a window into a massive shift in how we think about value, about achievement, about what really matters.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. The old way of thinking was about knowledge for its own sake, waiting for a lifetime of work to maybe, hopefully, get recognized. But the new model, the one this blueprint lays out, is all about employing knowledge to create impact, strategically packaging what you do, and actively, aggressively demonstrating your value. It's a whole new ballgame.
Which leaves us with one last big question. Looking at this incredibly detailed, proactive strategy, what are we really seeing here? Is this just a cynical guide to gaming the system of academic honors? Or is it actually a reflection of our times, a modern, practical blueprint for how you actually show and communicate real-world value in a way that powerful institutions simply can't ignore? It's something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this breakdown.